All right, everybody, it's great to have you today. All right, we need to get to a few things. So you're gonna get the following. Grab a towel, a beach towel or a large towel. Grab those. Okay, you're gonna need a soccer ball or another type of ball that you can dribble with. That would be great. And then 4 cones or water bottles or shoes or stuffed animals. Any of those would also work. You're gonna be dribbling around something. So go get those things right now. All righty, I'm glad you got those. So we just want to remind you about the importance of being physically active on a daily basis. It's just so important to get up every day and get moving. So just want to go over some of the healthy points of being active. It improves blood flow. Being active increases your energy level so you aren't as tired or as lethargic. It develops stronger bones. You strengthen your bones by moving. You develop stronger joints. When you get older, as you age, your joints tend to break down or deteriorate. So being active and moving around helps keep your joints strong. It boosts your immune system. We know a lot about immune systems, like you're able to fight off diseases and colds and different things that are around. So again, having a nice, strong immune system. It improves
what
your
you're saying, Mr.
reflexes.
L, is that there's a lot of benefits to I mean, exercising is good for you, is what you're saying.
No way.
You know what? I know that's going to shock all of us. That
Oh,
we've been
okay.
talking about it all year long. Just simply by getting up and being active, by physically moving around, is good for your body. It's good for your mental health. It's good for your physical health. It's good for your emotional health.
And it makes everything all rainbows and flowers. And
almost. It's
peace
just
and-
single-handedly. It's the best thing you can do in your life to have your body, because you only have one body, is to keep it as healthy as possible. So we want you guys up. We want you guys moving around. Again, keep your body active, not only today, but basically for the rest of your life. You want to be up and moving around the best that you can. It'll improve your physical health.
Fit for life, like it says
Fit
on this Ponciano's.
For life. Yeah, let's look at that. EIS, fit for life.
Or live.
Yes.
Yep, yes, indeed. All right, so that's going to take us on to our daily warm up. So we have an I Spy activity. So what you are going to do is you are going to look at the image and it's going to ask you to find certain objects. Then once you do that, you're going to do a physical activity for the remainder of that minute. And then we're going to do a second round, the same thing. You're going to locate different objects, and then you're going to do a secondary exercise for a full minute. So we want everybody up. Again, we want to see you guys moving. So enjoy the activity and give us your best effort. Here we go. Great job, you guys. Again, some of you guys found those objects much quicker than I could. And again, it was great to see you guys in up and moving. So we're now going to turn it over to Mrs. Ponciano.
Thank you, Mr. L. It was always nice to hear you talk about the benefits of exercise. He's not just telling you guys, we're telling ourselves and we're reminding each other too, because it's something we want to extend our lifetimes. Exercise is a big part of it. And we as PE teachers think we have the most valuable class you will take at EIS because of the lifelong benefits physical activity and being fit for life affords you. So let's move on to our challenge. I love this challenge today. This challenge needs that towel. So grab that towel, put it kind of at that one end of your room or your hallway, wherever you're going to be doing this, or outside. And then take probably 2 to 3 large steps away from the towel. And you're going to be about 8 to 10 feet away. So you're going to watch the video first, but I'm going to first set it up. So as the towel is spread out completely as large as it can be, you're going to take that rolled up sock that you have. Okay, that rolled up sock, try to make it as much of into a ball as you can, because you're going to be throwing it towards the towel. If it lands on the towel, that's success. If it rolls off of it, or lands on it and it bounces off, that doesn't count. You got to go run. You got to run and get it, go back behind the line and throw it again. You got to keep throwing it till it actually lands on the towel. Now, once it lands on the towel, fold the towel over in half. Okay, now it's a new target. It's a little bit smaller. Run back to the line, roll it. Every time it misses, you got to go run, get it real quick and go back. There's going to be 2 minutes on the timer as you do this. So every time you're successful and it lands on the towel, fold it in half again. So the whole point in that 2 minutes is to see how small you can get that towel folded up and still keep hitting the target as you throw. You can throw underhand, overhand, however it is. Might be more of a bowling technique to see if you can roll it on the ground and get it to land there. It's kind of fun to watch this little boy. You're going to watch him first because he kind of shows his frustration. He thinks he's rolling it perfect and it's not landing on there. He's making noises and little grimaces. But it's a great thing. The best kind of exercises to me is when we disguise it, because I don't like to go out and run the mile, but you put me in a game, I love to play a basketball game. I love to play games. So this is disguising running and you're moving the whole time. So again, when the 2 minute buzzer goes off, we're going to see who has the smallest towel folded up and rolled up. Don't cheat. Make sure it lands on it before you do that. So here we go. Watch him first. So you can see how the technique, and then we'll get 2 minutes on the clock and then you'll do it yourself. Here we go. Great job. It was awesome to see you guys folding that towel up. And some of you had it really, really small. Some of you, I loved it when you were frustrated because the little sock wasn't rolling where you wanted the sock to roll. So great job. All right, our next activity is our 14-minute HIIT workout. Again, that's high intensity interval training. And that high intensity interval training they have all kinds of studies that show it's a really, really beneficial way to exercise. You get the most out of your exercise. Again, it's doing high intensity and then having a small break and then moving right back into the high intensity exercise. So I need you guys up right now. I need you guys looking at the screen, standing up. Come on, some of you still sitting down. Get those headphones off or whatever you need to do. Here we go.
Actually do it for 14 minutes?
Well, oh, you're right. It is not now, if you notice from last time, we did the first part, we're breaking it down. It's not 14 minutes, but it's a nice little chunk of time where we'll get your heart rate up. And again, some of you are in the habit of checking your heart rate, but you should be in there, that your healthy fitness zone, 140 something to 180 something, 160 something to 180 something would be a great place to get. So keep trying to go back to where you guys are actually checking your heart rate. And I think we might even do that after this, as soon as we finish this. So as soon as we get back from here, after you work out, we're going to find your pulse. So let's do that. So here we go. Ready? Begin. All right, so good to get you guys back right after that workout. I need you guys right now to find your pulse, whether you find it right here on your neck or you go on your arm, but we're going to count it for 6 seconds. So everyone find it, quick, quick, quick. Come on, put your hands up there, find it. All right, here we go. Ready, and you're counting how many times your heart, you feel your heartbeat underneath your fingers. Ready, count. Keep counting. And stop. Whatever number you got, add a 0 to it. Okay, you should be anywhere. We're hoping you're somewhere between the 160, 180, but you can be high 140s to 180s. If you got into that zone, the healthy fitness zone, wave to the camera, give us a thumbs up. Show us if you got there. Excellent.
Maybe they can chat it to us, Ms. Ponce.
Oh yeah, that would be really cool. If you know what you got it to work out there, chat with us and tell us what you got for your score there on your on that what we just did. So here we go. I'm going to hand it off now to Mr. Whitehead.
Ooh, all right, all right. Thank you, Mrs. Ponciano. Soccer, what?
Football, football, you bet.
Yeah, we might be a little biased about soccer. I won't give Mr. Estes a hard time about his lack of soccer.
What do you mean?
enthusiasm, but,
What do you mean? I
um,
love soccer. It's my favorite.
I
Soccer
know,
is my
I know.
favorite.
He is becoming more and more of a soccer fan. That's true. But it's a great
Not,
sport.
not
So
by choice, I guess.
yeah, your two little girls, you get you coaching soccer, so you can
Yep.
appreciate it now more and more. But we're going to set up some water bottles and we're going to practice dribbling in and around and through those water bottles. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Get your stuff ready to go and follow along with this sport specific exercise. Here we go.
Soccer dribbling skills with water bottles. Equipment needed: a soccer ball, 3 to 4 water bottles, and a hallway or room to dribble in. Directions: set up the water bottles in a straight line in the middle of the hallway or room. Make sure you have at least 3 to 4 feet between the bottles. Watch the demonstration of each challenge, and each round will begin with a ready, set, go signal. You will have 1 minute to complete each challenge. Good luck and have fun! Challenge number 1. Looping laps. Dribble down and around the line of water bottles. How many looping laps can you complete in 1 minute? Ready, set, go! Challenge number 2. In and outs. Dribble down and back, weaving in and out of the water bottles. Turn around and dribble back, weaving in and out. How many laps can you complete in 1 minute? Ready, set, go!
Great job. I see some potential Pele's out there in our midst. And if you have never played soccer before, and then this is your first chance to kind of manipulate a ball around with your feet, want to encourage you to think about joining soccer because it is a great exercise. When we talk about the benefits of exercise, you can't find much better of a sport than soccer in terms of its athletic and exercise benefits. So we're going to move on now to our group game. This group game is called Odd One Out. And it's one that we want to encourage you to do with a family member or somebody nearby. If you have somebody, have them come play with you. If you don't, that's okay. Just play along with us here on the screen. But essentially, you're going to see a screen full of emojis, but one of them is going to be different. And your job is to scour that, like we already did the I Spy. This is like another I Spy kind of game. You got to find that emoji that looks a little different. And once you found it, there's a pose on the side we want you to take. You're going to follow, you're going to do that pose. That tells us you found it and you're ready to go. And then we'll move on to the next screen after that. And if you did find it, you're going to do an exercise where you get 2 points for finding it. Or if you didn't find it, you do the other exercise where you get 1 point. And they seem to get harder and harder as we go here. So really look closely and see if you can find the odd one out in this activity. Here we go.
T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Awesome. I hope you got to have a family member there doing it with you or somebody in your household and had fun doing it. We sure like being able to see when we can see multiple people in one screen playing a game like that. So that was a lot of fun. Great job. And now we're on to our next thing that everybody loves, how to dance. This guy, we've been doing a lot of his videos. We love him. He really shows a lot of fun, energy, like we did the Follow the Leader, the last one, or another time. And now here we're going to do the Latinos dance. So we're going to get our salsa. I hope you're ready for some what was that? What's the thing from Cha-Cha Slide? Cha-Cha, now y'all, Cha-Cha again, right? So you're gonna get to put together some of your Latin dance moves. So here we go. We're gonna have fun with this one. And like we always say, if you prefer not to dance, we want to just see you up and moving. So be in front of your camera, be where we can see you, and let's have some fun.
DJ Raffi makes it fun anyway, so.
He does. DJ Raffi is awesome.
Cosita caliente, mucha sabrosura, proyecto uno otra vez con mi gente de Real to Real, Lord have mercy on me. Disco de oro en México. Y sin duda ya tú sabes que es. Bailar con proyecto. Si el tema no te gusta, pero yo la llevé para la playa. Entonces vino la lluvia. Ahora ella me ama. Con sabrosura, baby. None of them are this, none of them are that, none of them are cold, none of them are hot, none of them are white, none of them are black, none of them are bold, none of them are loud, none of them are slim, none of them are fat. La fiesta no se quiere para nada, que no se quiere para nada, que no se quiere para nada, que no se quiere para nada. None of them are dog, none of them are cat, none of them are same, none of them are not, none of them are black, none of them are butt, none of them are butt, none of them are rock, none of them are tick tick, none of them are flat, none of them are Scooby Dooby Doo. Who the hell is that? Who the hell are you? Projector one, Boston man, Trinidad and none, Dominican so. Kick, pow pow pow. Kick, pow pow pow. Kick, pow pow pow. Kick, pow pow pow. Latinos, debe ser son 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 latinos. We got it going on. We wreck the party, baby. We got it going on. We wreck the party, baby. We got it going on. We wreck the party, baby. We got it going on. What? On and on and on and on.
So great job, you guys. That was great to see you up and moving. Thank you for playing along with us as we do this. And now we're going to start a cool down. Mr. Estes, is that fine looking young man there on the next screen? Is that you? Did you make these little GIF images?
Dude, I don't even know what to say to that.
Look at how happy you are.
How,
Look at
how
the
does this guy
smiles.
even look a little bit like me? I don't get it.
Oh, come on. That's you.
I think he has an ear pierce too. That's definitely not me. Nope. Nope, not me. And he's got quite a bit. He's got some gray hair. You sure it's not you?
Oh,
Maybe
come
this-
on.
Anyway, great job so far, Wildcats. We're going to start bringing our heart rate down. You can do this cool down by following the different dynamic stretches. And we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock. So probably every 20 to 30 seconds, go on to the next one. And then by the time we get to the 2 minute clock, you'll have done each of them. All right, here we go. Nicely done. Let's keep moving. Now your heart rate is down and you can relax and kind of focus on some information we're going to be throwing at you. All right, so for April, for the month of April, we're now going back to our physical fitness cards because we're now going to finish them. Okay, so let me tell you what you should have done so far on your fitness card. All right, for first and second trimester, the score should already be filled in. That means that top box, okay, that top like little graph or table, that's your fitness gram area or health related components area. Both the pre-test and test scores column should be completely filled in.
Also the standards column, that should have been the very first thing you did, but all of those columns should be filled in because pre-test was first trimester, test scores was second trimester. Now we're going to be getting into third trimester. Also for the little box at the bottom, the skill related components, score number 1 should be filled in, okay? So what you want to do now as we get into April and we start redoing some of these tests is you want to go back and look at your old scores. The reason you want to do that is because you're always trying to improve. Okay, so look at your past scores so you can see how what you need to do to improve for these upcoming ones. Okay.
So where's
So
our
we're gonna-
fitness? Where's it at? Where do we find?
Great question, Mrs. Oliver. So you guys can find your fitness card in Google Classroom. You'll want to click on week 3. I think you can go on the left in Google Classroom, find week 3, and that'll take you to your physical fitness card assignment. We do have a tutorial posted there, I believe. We also have the standards posted there, which I'm going to go over in a moment. Okay, so you're going to need to do the final test column and the score number 2 column for your skill component. So for the FitnessGram top box, okay, the really big box that has your push-ups, your modified pull-ups, pacer, all that, you're doing the final test column. And then for your skill related components box, we're doing score number 2, and you're adding mile times, which would be your third trimester mile time, as well as your best overall for the whole year. Okay, so your standards, this is attached to the assignment in Google Classroom. You can find it on our website. You can find it on our app. Okay, and so these are the standards according to your age, all right, and your gender. You can also find these on the website eispe.com. It's broken down by activity, so you can find like the pacer online, and then it'll just give you information for the pacer, and then you can click on another button and it'll give you information just on push-ups and so on. So it really breaks it down for you online if that helps you. Okay, so this is your card. What should be done so far? You notice that the standard column is all filled in. That's based on the previous screen that I just showed you. Okay, your pre-test column was from first trimester. That should be all filled in. Then you did your test column, which was hopefully an improvement because it's second trimester and hopefully your values improved. You can look here, Mr. Bruce Wayne, he improved a little bit, right? He's getting a little bit taller, getting a little bit more muscle mass. He's gaining a little bit of weight. He's improved on his pacer, his mile. You can see that there's gradual improvement there. Now notice something too I want to point out is, like for example, for his mile run, the goal was 10 minutes. He didn't make that goal initially. He ran an 11:15 mile. By second trimester, he ran 10:26. He's getting closer to that standard. So even if you haven't achieved the standard, please don't give up. Just keep going. And you can see that in some of his other scores, like his pacer score. He didn't make it first trimester. By second trimester, he was there. Okay, now if you look at the final test column, there's a few scores there because now you're going to be having, each week we're going to give you a few activities you're going to do. You can go ahead and get as much done as you want, in 1 day or 2 days or in a couple, however long. But we're going to be telling you each week about how or what test you should at least be doing to be on pace, to be done for the end of
Hey,
the year.
Mr. Estes,
Yes, Mrs. Ponciano.
I noticed when I was looking at some of my cards from first and second trimester when they were in the Google Classroom, that a lot of them hadn't filled out the top part properly. They left out some blanks. Maybe they didn't put their age in by, the May date. But I really noticed a lot of them did not put their photo in there yet. You have to drop a photo in to get full credit because we want you hopefully to print this card out or save it somewhere. So when you're our age, you can go back and look how tall you were in junior high, or you can go back and see, how fast you were or what you look like. So this is hopefully something you're going to keep for a long time.
Yep, absolutely. So make sure you guys get that completed. This is a year-long assignment. So even if you received a grade for it for second trimester or even if you haven't, make sure you're completing this card because it hasn't been turned in yet. This is not something that you've actually physically turned in. Okay, so keep working on this and do the best that you can. I'm going to hand it off to Mrs. Oliver, who's going to go a little bit more over the things that we're going to do for this week.
Thank you, Mr. Estes. Yes, you noticed on there, it was great. I saw where he's already filled in what we're going to be doing this week, the height and the weight and the pacer scores. Those are the two technically that you're just responsible for this week. Now, can you do more? As Mr. Estes said, yes, you can do more of your tests because within the next few weeks, we're going to eventually fill all that out. And like he said, the skill related fitness also score number 2 and make sure your miles are filled in also. But for this week, height and weight and the pacer are the two big ones. So we're going to go to that. And remember, there is a body composition component to this. We don't have that written on your card. You could actually put that over on the far left in your standard if you wanted to. So your height and your weight. There's a formula that's been derived through lots of algorithms that has come up, and we'll show you. We actually have that sheet attached as part of the assignment. It's on there. It's coming. There it is. Okay. I'm like, hey, I'm not in charge of the button pushing, but the body weight chart. Now, some of you are saying, Mrs. Oliver, but I'm only 4'6". Again, you can go online, you can Google it, and you can look for BMI, body mass index. I know you've done it before, and you can look at your height and your weight. And as those things fluctuate, so do the numbers for the BMI, and you can see them on there. Again, if you don't fit on this chart, it's hard to find one for those of you that are less than 4'8", but it's okay. It doesn't mean you can't get a score. Okay. And those are the two things you need to do for the body and the height and the weight. Then we're also going to do the 20-meter pacer. Now, you guys, there is such thing as a 15-meter pacer. You don't want to use that one. The only one we have is the 20-meter pacer scores. That's what the Cooper Institute has given us for the one to use for our test. Okay, so make sure if you Google it yourself and you're not going to use eispe.com to find all those cadences, make sure that you're getting the 20-meter, not the 15. Okay, but 20 meters apart. We also have Mr. Estes's tutorial is in there, how to set up a course, going back and forth. So look it up on eispe.com. It is not case sensitive, just eispe.com. Okay, you got to get those two tests done. Again, you can move forward and get other scores if you'd like to. Do not submit it yet. Do not submit it. It's not due till it's all done. We'll let you know what date it needs to be submitted, I think by May the 3rd, but we will talk about that in future calls. So right now, the big thing for our independent work is make sure that your March calendar should have already been turned in. I know we give definitive dates and then we kind of fudge on those and give you guys a little extra time, but you guys got to turn in your stuff on time. Okay. We get calls from the office when our grades aren't done on time. So there is deadlines. The April assignment, again, is to finish filling out your fitness card completely. Not all this week. We're going to be working on that. Okay. You guys, if you have any questions, please stay on the call. We're here. We'd love to answer your questions. Everything's rainbows and flowers this week. Life is good. It's great to see you. I know. See, Mr. Whitehead knows the song. What, say it again?
Oh, I don't know how. Maybe you guys.
Anyway, I know.
And sweet candy, Santa Dan, and
Oh,
everything
see,
that's
see?
wonderful is what we have. We're together, sunshine. That's what it is, sunshine.
There you go.
Sorry.
I love it. Hopefully we get some sunshine. Guys, it's great to see you. We'll see you again on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.